So, ladies and gentlemen, back in the 1970s, TV was based on a lot of things: popularity, the actors and actresses, or the key line by what the comedic actor or dramatic actor would say. You had again Dynamite, and that's the name of that tune by Beretta. And of course, this lady, Kiss My Grits. Polly Holliday was much more than a tagline. Very strong actress and very well respected. Unfortunately, passed away on September 9th at the age of 88. She appeared on stage, TV, and in film. Best known for her portrayal of sassy waitress Florence Jean Flo Castleberry on the 1970 sitcom Alice, which she reprised in its short-lived spin-off, Flo. Her character's catchphrase of "Kiss My Grits" remains the most memorable line associated with the series Alice. In 1984, Holliday won the Saturn Award for Best Supporting Actress for a role as the soon-to-be-dead Mrs. Ruby Deagle in Gremlins. Now, Polly Dean Holliday was born in Jasper, Alabama on July 2nd, 1937, the daughter of Ernest Sullivan Holliday, a truck driver, and Velva Maybelle Holliday, née Kane. She grew up in Childsburg and Salacuga, where Brother Doyle's boyhood friend Jim Neighbors lived. Holliday attended the Alabama College for Women at Montevallo, now known as the University of Montevallo, in the late 50s, where she excelled in the theater department, playing the lead roles in The Ladies Not for Burning and Medea. She graduated in 1959 with a degree in piano. She went on to FSU and spent the first phase of her career earning respect on the classical stage. She eventually worked as a piano teacher in her native Alabama and then in Florida. She began her pro acting career as a member of the Solo Theater Company in Sarasota, Florida, where she stayed for 10 years. Now, the member of the Alabama Stage and Screen Hall of Fame, worked from 1963 to 2010. Now, in 1972, Holliday moved to New York City and appeared in Alice Schiller's play Wedding Band at the Public Theater. More than a year later, she was cast in a Broadway hit, All Over Town. While working on All Over Town, she befriended the play's director, Dustin Hoffman, who later worked with her on the 1976 movie All the President's Men. She played the secretary that's literally trying to stop Hoffman's character talking to Ned Beatty. In 1976, Holliday was cast, in which would be her major break, as a sassy, man-hungry waitress Florence Jean Flo Castleberry on the U.S. CBS sitcom Alice. Her character coined the popular catchphrase, "Kiss My Grits." The phrase became part of the American vernacular. Holliday started Alice from 1976 to 1980, and then moved to her own short-lived spin-off show titled Flo, in which Flo left Arizona and moved back to Texas. The show was successful due to its abbreviated first season, but ratings declined during the following year due to a time change, and it was canceled in 1981. In 1983, she joined the cast of the CBS TV sitcom Private Benjamin as a temporary replacement for series regular Eileen Brennan, who was recovering from serious injuries after being struck by a car. She also made appearances on numerous TV shows such as The Golden Girls, where she played Rose Allen's blind sister Lily, in a recurring role as Jill Taylor's mother on Home Improvement, and as a regular character on The Client. Her notable film roles including appearances, of course, in All the President's Men, Moon Over Parador, Mrs. Doubtfire, The Parent Trap, the 1998 version, and the 1984 hit The Gremlins, in which she again won Best Supporting Actress at the Saturns. On the Broadway stage, she appeared in revivals of Arsenic and Old Lace as Martha Brewster, one of the dotty, homicidal Sweet Old Aunties, Cat in a Hot Tin Roof in 1990, for which she was nominated for a Tony Award for her portrayal of Big Mama, and Picnic in 1994. In 2000, she appeared at the Lincoln Center revival of Arthur Lawrence, The Time of the Cuckoo. In 2000, she was inducted in the Alabama Stage and Screen Hall of Fame. Her final credit was in 2000 film Fair Game, where she played Diane Plame, the mother of Valerie Plame. Now, Holliday was an Episcopalian who sang in the St. Andrew's Episcopal Choir in Mobile. In January 2010, she appeared herself in an official advertising campaign for the Episcopal Church. In New York City, she sang in the Grace Church Episcopal Choral Society Greenwich Village and ran a chamber music series there called the Willow Ensemble from 1995 to 2008. Now, Holliday died at her home in Manhattan, New York City on September 9, 2025 at the age of 88. She was the last surviving member of the original cast of Alice. So her big debut was WW and the Dixie Dance Kings in 1975, then Pittsfield in 75, Distance, All the President's Men, The One and Only, Gremlins, Moon Over Parador, Mrs. Doubtfire, Mr. Wrong, The Parent Trap, Stick It, The Heartbreak Kid, and The Fair Game. The TV movies, Wedding Band, The Silence, Bernice Bobs Her Hair, You Can't Take It With You, All the Way Home, Missing Children, A Mother's Story, The Gift of Love, A Christmas Story, Lots of Luck, Conrad, A Triumph of the Heart, A Ricky Bell Story, A Loss of Innocence, and It Must Be Love. She played prison inmate leader in 6 episodes, Search for Tomorrow in 74, on the NBC Special Treat series, Alice from 76 to 80, Flo from 80 to 81, American Playhouse, Private Benjamin, Stir Crazy, The Golden Girls, Amazing Stories, The Equalizer, Home Improvement, The Client, and Homicide, Life on the Street. So it best be described that Polly Holliday's great style with a comedic line was strong. Her and Vic Tayback and Linda Lavin kind of worked off each other on the show. Now, the idea about Alice, ladies and gentlemen, at one point that was probably like a top 5 most popular show in America, and of course Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore was the preamble, like I said, the Ellen Bernstein movie. Now, this was on for a number of seasons, with Diane Ladd taking her place. On from 9 seasons and 202 episodes, and this was from 1976 to 1985. Now, most of the episodes revolved around events at Mel's Diner, where Alice is employed. This, at the time, was the longest-running American TV sitcom to feature a woman in a starring role until it was surpassed by Roseanne in 1996. Now, the idea about the production information, there was some many changes from both episodes. Now, the last season was truncated. It was top 5 in 81-82 and went all but down to 58. But at one point, it was a number 4 show in America at 25.3 rating, which is quite strong. Now, it was a late summer release in 76-77, where it placed top 30, but it went top 8. Again, it was top 10 in the U.S. for 4 out of 5 years. It was 8 in 77, 13 in 78, 4th in 79, and 7 in 1980. Like I said, it was a mindless sitcom, but like I said, a very, very strong book. Now, ironically, a book chronicling the development of the TV series entitled Alice Life Behind the Counter and Mel's Greasy Spoon, a guide to the feature film, the TV series, and more, was published by Bear Manor Media in September 2019. Now, the Tommy's Lost Weekend episode, written by Bob Benelston, Howard Benelston, and Robert Getchell, based on the story of Arnold Anthony Schmidt, received an Emmy nomination in 1984. So it wasn't really a big fan with their critics, but like I said, is what you call fast food. Now, it's kind of weird, ladies and gentlemen, because when Diane Ladd came on, like the aspect of the show kind of went away, but I think overall it was good value for being a comedy. So Polly Holliday, you will be missed. If you like what you're doing here, where screenshots or remote control podcasts, let us know in the like, comment, subscribe, or share.